Rum goings on with Morgan. Tipping the green velvet. In August last year, Morgan McSweeney's father was revealed to have co founded a company that was facilitating the accommodation of asylum seekers for the Irish government. This was reported by the Mail on Sunday. An accountant from County Cork, Tim McSweeney, helped set up De Gael Velebit Glas Tiranta in 2023 and is a current director along with his wife. The Minister for Justice, Home Affairs and Migration, Jim O'Callaghan, confirmed to the Irish Parliament that starting from April 2023, the company has been contracted to provide international protection accommodation for asylum seekers. The firm is reported to have been paid £6 million, €6.9 million for these contracts, and the figure seems to be larger than this. Looking at the Irish government records, 17 payments have been made to the company since Q3 2023. These, by my arithmetic, total £7,511,388, or €8,625,600. The firm's name means Green Velvet Construction Limited in Irish, and it apparently has a complex chain of ownership. The parent company is reportedly Serapon Limited, which is registered in Cyprus, perhaps for tax purposes. This apparently owns Green Velvet Holding Company Limited, which owns Velvet Quality Systems, which owns Green Velvet Construction Limited. As coincidence would have it, there is another connection between the McSweeney family and the Irish government. Tim's niece and Morgan's cousin, Claire Mungovan, is a special advisor to the Irish Deputy Prime Minister. This is Simon Harris, and Mungovan was also a special advisor to Harris when he was the PM, between April 2024 and January 2025. So the McSweeney family is benefiting from the Irish government, and in particular the controversial policy of housing illegal immigrants. Asylum seekers. As a director of the subsidiary company, Tim is likely receiving payment. Is Morgan directly benefiting? Only if he inherits some of the money, which he is likely to do. Does the Irish government policy apply to the United Kingdom? No, but because we share a border, it directly affects us. The proximity of Morgan to lucrative state contracts for the absorption of irregular migrants could certainly be labelled as a conflict of interest. This is particularly ironic considering Morgan is pushing Starmer into an ever more aggressive stance against the Channel crossings and immigration in general. The stance is performative, of course, with the bare minimum of measures being taken. We can add the embarrassing McSweeney detail to the growing list of factors undermining that stance. Labour Together. In September 2021, the Starmer supporting campaign group was sanctioned by the Electoral Commission, EC, for not properly declaring received donations. McSweeney was a central figure and was the director between July 2017 and April 2020, after which he left to work as Starmer's main advisor. As well as director, he was company secretary, so was directly responsible for regulatory compliance. He was in charge when most of the infractions occurred. Labour Together, LT, is deemed a political campaign organisation, affecting election outcomes and donating to politicians and candidates. Specifically, it is classed by the EC as a members' association, meaning a group of people who are mainly members of an existing political party. There is no way of arguing it is anything otherwise. All donations to such a group over £7,500 need to be declared, or £500 in some circumstances. They are meant to be reported within 30 days of receiving them. However, it was found only £165,000 out of £970,000 in donations had been declared, 17%. This was over its 5 years of existence between 2015 and 2020. The undeclared amount totalled £805,000, although this was later revised down to £739,000. These are from my article series Don't Vote Labour Again, published on my Substack, link in description. I usually split each subject into smaller episodes. In the description, you will find links to the other episodes. You can also check out my playlist to find every single one. Please support me in my work by subscribing to this channel, subscribing free to my Substack, and by liking and sharing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon as we plumb the depths of this dreadful government.